Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome once again to the Inspirations for Your Life show. It's so great to be with you. It is Sunday, July 19, 2026, and welcome. That's what I have to say. Welcome. If this is your very first time being here, I want to say welcome and thank you. If you've been here one times, five times, 10 times, or even 100, I'd like to say thank you and yes, welcome. But I also like to say the words welcome back, guys. Yes, welcome back. So we are on day two. We have a great master topic, which we'll get to in just a moment. But before we do get to the show, I want to encourage you to get some RO water or what have you and go from there or a snack. I have a delicious one here, RO water with fresh lemon. It's really good for you. All right, guys. So let's kick the show off. So feel free to go get that. Do check out believemeachieve.com. For all my greatest unique content after the show. So let's kick this off, everyone. But before I do, I want to give a shout out to actually a restaurant in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. And I want to do that because Sundays and Thursdays we do that. So I want to give a shout out to Monica's restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant. They're located on One Lakeside Avenue in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. They strongly say reservation is required, and Mondays, well, they are closed. Fridays, they're open. Tuesday through Friday, they're open 11:30 a.m. to 2:30. And they also, it says Tuesday through Saturday, they do dinner from 4:30 to 10. So they close for a little siesta there from like 2:30 to till they open again at 4:30. So basically they're closed like 2 hours till they reopen. And Sunday 4:30 to 9, and they are closed between 2:30 and 4:30 on Sunday. They don't open. So again, guys, yes, it's so great to be with you, and I want to give a shout out to them. They are local. They have been here for a while. They have lots of great things. They're Italian cuisine. I have not had the chance to actually enjoy their food yet, but I am going to definitely do that. They have a variety of great Italian things, some appetizers, veal, pasta, specials. So a big shout out, everyone, at Monica's in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. And I'm shouting out to you tonight from the Inspiration for Your Life show because I want to ask you to go to our website, jcmacademy.com, and invite us to your place so you can host us. We'll do a live Inspirations for Your Life show. Then we'll do a recording. Great way to build community. It's free. It takes about 15 minutes for the setup. The show is about 27 minutes. Then we actually do an author talk, which is about roughly maybe 30 minutes. 15 minutes for our Q&A and 15 minutes for the author signing. We'll also do a brief interview with one of the staff or owners there and talk a little about the restaurant and what kind of gave you your passion to get going. So, yes, check that out, guys. So this is Inspirations for Your Life, and the Master Weekly topic for Series 5, Show 30 is building the habits that shape an extraordinary life. How to strengthen your mind before challenges arrive. Series 5, Show 30, Episode 2. Welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and now so grateful to be a published author. All right, guys, so life doesn't wait until we're ready before presenting challenges. Sorry about that. Unexpected setbacks, disappointments, difficult conversations, and moments of uncertainty are all part of the human experience. While we can't control every circumstance, we can prepare our minds for how we'll respond. Mental strength isn't something that appears overnight, guys. It's developed through daily choices, healthy thinking, emotional discipline, and the willingness to grow from every experience. Today, guys, I'm going to discover with you how preparing your mind before challenges arrives allows you to respond with confidence rather than fear, and with purpose rather than panic. Number one, mental strength is developed. No one is born mentally strong. Like any other skill, resilience grows through repetition and consistent practice. And that's through our experience. Every challenge you overcome adds another layer of confidence and prepares you for the next opportunity to grow. Number two, preparation creates confidence. Confidence comes from knowing you've invested the time to prepare. When you've practiced, planned, and learned, uncertainty becomes far less intimidating. Preparation gives you a foundation to stand on when pressure increases. Number three, control your thoughts, guys. Your thoughts influence your emotions, and your emotions influence your actions. Learning to direct your thinking toward possibility rather than fear helps you make better decisions. A disciplined mind creates a stronger future. Yeah, that's important. Discipline is key. Motivation's great, but motivation wanes based on our moods. Number four, guys, expect challenges. Life isn't meant to be free from obstacles. Accepting that challenges will come helps you respond calmly when they arrive. Preparation replaces surprise with confidence. Number five, stay emotionally steady. Emotions provide valuable information, but they shouldn't always control your decisions. Learning to pause before reacting allows you to think clearly and respond wisely. Emotional stability creates better outcomes. That's true, guys. Number six, perspectives change everything. Two people can experience the same setback and see it completely differently. One sees failure while another sees an opportunity to learn from. Your perspective often determines whether an obstacle becomes a stopping point or a stepping stone. Number seven, choose optimism. Optimism isn't pretending problems don't exist. It's believing that solutions can be found. Positive thinking encourages creative problem solving and keeps your energy focused on progress rather than defeat. Number eight, stay solution focused. Problems deserve attention, but solutions deserve your energy. Rather than dwelling on what's wrong, ask yourself what action you can take next. Every solution begins with one positive decision. Number nine, learn from setbacks. Every setback contains valuable lessons. If you're willing to look for them, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's often one of the greatest teachers you'll ever have. Experience creates wisdom, guys. Number 10, build resilience daily. Resilience isn't built solely during major life events. It's developed every day through small acts of discipline. Patience, adaptability, and perseverance. Daily habits prepare you for bigger challenges later on. Number 11, protect your mindset. Be mindful of what influences your thinking from the get-go. The conversations you have, the information you consume, and the people you surround yourself with all affect your outlook. Protect your mindset because it shapes your future. Number 12, focus on what you control. Many things remain outside your control, but your attitude, effort, preparation, and response always belong to you. Direct your energy toward what you can influence rather than worrying about what you cannot control. Number 13, stay adaptable. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we planned it to. This water is very good with the fresh lemon. Adaptability allows you to adjust without giving up flexible thinking. And this creates opportunities even when circumstances change unexpectedly. Number 14, confidence grows through action. Waiting to feel confident often delays progress. Confidence grows by taking action despite uncertainty. Every courageous step strengthens your belief in your own abilities. Number 15, practice patience. Meaningful growth takes time. Don't become discouraged because progress feels slow. Stay committed to the process. Continue improving and trust that consistent effort always produces results. Number 16, replace fear with preparation. Fear often grows from uncertainty, but preparation builds confidence. The more you learn, practice, and prepare, the less intimidating challenges become. You may never eliminate fear, but you can prevent it from controlling your decisions. Preparation allows courage to take the lead. Number 17, stay calm under pressure. I know that's easier said than done, but I want to tell you that it's not easy to do things, guys, because, we sometimes stop because we see a limit, okay? And that limit really is not a true limit. It's a facade that we put up, a limitation we've created that really isn't there. But when our mind says it's there, it's there. Number 17, stay calm under pressure, and pressure reveals how prepared you really are. Staying calm doesn't mean ignoring the situation, it means trusting yourself enough to think clearly before reacting. A steady mind finds solutions much faster than a panicked one. Number 18, learn continuously, guys. Every experience offers another opportunity to grow. Stay curious, ask questions, and look for lessons in both success and failure. Long times can be changed from the lifelong learning as we strengthen your confidence, because every new skill expands your ability to solve future problems. Number 19, every setback teaches. Disappointments are rarely enjoyable. Sorry, guys, but they are often valuable. Setbacks expose weaknesses, reveal opportunities, and encourage better decisions. When you choose to learn instead of quitting, every obstacle becomes part of your growth story. Number 20, think long term. One difficult day doesn't define your future. We've all had times, we come back and, we have a very long plate, and that can happen sometimes. The key is to just do what you can do. Try to get everything done. If you can't, get the rest done tomorrow. Sometimes we need a little bit of a break, right? That happens. Looking beyond today's challenges helps you stay motivated during temporary setbacks. Long term thinking encourages patience and reminds you that meaningful success is built over, that's right, time. Number 21, keep improving, guys. There is always another opportunity to become better. Improvement isn't about perfection, it's about making steady progress. Through consistent effort, small improvements made daily eventually create an extraordinary transformation. Number 22, build emotional discipline. Emotional discipline helps you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It helps you remain focused, okay? And I think that's a very important thing during the uncertainty times. And it prevents temporary emotions from derailing us and making permanent decisions that we probably aren't going to be happy with. Emotional strength becomes one of our greatest advantages and assets. Number 23, please stay flexible, guys. Life rarely follows a perfect plan. There's no perfect time, no perfect people, no perfect place. Being flexible allows you to adjust without losing momentum. Sometimes changing your approach is exactly what helps you keep moving toward your goals. Number 24, keep believing in yourself. Self belief grows through action. Every challenge you overcome reminds you that you're stronger and more capable than you once believed. And we said before that your belief creates your reality. Trust the progress you've made and continue building confidence through experience. Number 25, strength grows through experience. Reading about resilience is valuable, but living through challenges develops true strength. Every obstacle you overcome increases your confidence and prepares you for greater opportunities. Did you know that? Experience remains one of life's greatest teachers. I think sometimes people they get derailed by that. They're like, "Well, I'm not ready for that lesson." And when you're not ready for a lesson, it's very hard to move forward because you don't understand like what's going on or why something is going on. All you know is that a change is happening and you're not quite sure about what it is or why it's going on that way. Does that make sense? Um, you know, I think that's important. Does that make sense, everybody? Hopefully it does. I think sometimes we don't realize that the reason we're not moving forward isn't because of anybody else but ourselves. You see, when we put in our head that we can't do something, Henry Ford said this, and I have to give him the credit because he's the genius that came up with this. He said a long time ago, if we believe we can't, we're right. But if we can, we're also right. Those are powerful things. So our mind, from our perceptions, creates our reality. And our reality makes the difference to whether we're going to succeed or not. Number 26, guys. Every challenge prepares you. I know you may not be in love with the challenges that pop up. I get it. I do get it. But I want you to know that these challenges are necessary for you to grow. I've said that when we grow, it's not comfortable, it's uncomfortable. Today's difficulties often become tomorrow's advantages and successes. Skills developed during hard times frequently create opportunities you never expected. Be flexible, be open. It doesn't have to come in a brown paper bag, it doesn't have to come in a plastic container, it doesn't have to be at your local shopping store, it doesn't have to be on the computer, it doesn't have to be in person. Be open to things and opportunities that will show up in your life if you have that kind of an attitude. Every challenge adds another layer of wisdom and resilience to your life. Okay. Number 27, please build inner confidence. Real confidence doesn't depend on applause or approval from others. That's what many people go after is that applause. And although there's nothing wrong with the applause, don't do what you do for the applause. I know I don't. I do it because I love to become better and I love to help other people become better versions of themselves. There's no magic trick here, guys. There is consistency and there is structure. And I've said that when you have structure and consistency, you will be successful. It comes from knowing you prepared, stayed consistent, and honored your commitments. Inner confidence remains steady because it's built from personal growth. And I think when something comes from personal growth, I know we're like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. But guess what? We're like, maybe that works. Maybe that actually works. And if that works that way, it's like, well, wait a minute. I actually can do something. All right. That's an important thing. I think some people don't understand that. Okay. And I can tell you that a lot of people, for whatever reason, they get confused and then they also give up when something is not in the package or in the flavor they're expecting. I'm using flavor, I'm using package, how you're expecting to come. It may not come the way you want it. I could be talking about business opportunities, money. I could even be talking about relationships. Well, I'm not going to meet my partner unless it's when I'm traveling. I don't ever want to meet my partner. I'm just making this up. Okay. People have these weird things. Or, I can meet my partner, but it can never be at a coffee shop, or it can never be at an airport, or it can never be at a business function, right? Those are key, guys. Those are the key. And so when you're saying that's not what I want, you're also saying I don't want it because you're not being open to how it could reach you. Number 28, guys, stay mentally strong. I know this is easier said than done. Mental strength is developed one decision at a time. Continue choosing positive habits, healthy thinking, and purposeful actions. A strong mindset helps you stay focused, even when circumstances become difficult. That's key, guys. I said that nothing was going to be easy, but if you know that nothing's going to be easy, you're going to be more able to understand it. Okay. And by being more able to see, like, oh, wait a minute, I actually get this. I actually understand this. Right. I think sometimes people, you know, they rush through something because they feel if they rush through it, then everything else is going to be easy. No, it's going to be hard. So if you do the hard stuff first, this is what I've learned. You may not like it, but all the other stuff's going to be easier. Number 29, growth requires courage. Growth always asks you to leave what's comfortable and embrace what's possible. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to continue moving forward despite uncertainty. Every courageous choice expands your potential horizons. Number 30, strong minds create strong lives. No secret there. Everything begins in your mind. A wise person once told me, John, if you want something in reality, you have to create it in the mind first, and then you create in reality. And I didn't believe this until it actually started happening. You envision what you want, and then your mind is taking those steps, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize I was doing that. Your thoughts influence your choices, guys. Your choices become your habits, and your habits shape your future. Strengthening your mindset today creates opportunities you'll benefit from for years to come. As we close the show, I want to remind you to definitely check out Monica's. They're at monicasrestaurant.net. You can tell them you heard about them on the Inspirations for Your Life show, Jason Academy. And Monica's, if you're listening, I hope you'll go to Jason Academy. I hope you will invite us to host a show there at your location, and we can help build some community and tell your story. So, ladies and gentlemen, challenges are unavoidable parts of life, but they don't have to control your future. When you strengthen your mind before adversity arrives, you develop the confidence, resilience, and emotional discipline to respond with clarity rather than fear. And what's fear? False evidence appearing real. I learned that from a friend of mine many years ago. Every positive thought, every lesson learned, every obstacle overcome, and every intentional decision becomes another brick in the foundation. It might be the cornerstone of a longer, stronger life. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that mental strength isn't built in a single extraordinary moment. We said this before. It's developed through hundreds of ordinary decisions made consistently over time. Even though we have different subtopics each day, some topics kind of interloop back to other things, kind of flash them back. Continue investing in your mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Protect your perspectives. Remain adaptable and trust that every challenge is preparing you for something greater. Your greatest growth often begins just outside your comfort zone. So push it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for choosing to join me for another amazing episode of the ever popular Inspirations for Your Life show that's almost on the air, basically over, well, it's going to be over 5 years in a few more months. December 31st, we will be over 5 years, and that's a pretty, I think that's a pretty important milestone, to celebrate that. I think that's something that a lot of people, don't realize, but it definitely is, important, to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and now so grateful to be a published author. Oh, my book, Training to Driven. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember something, that a strong mind is built long before life's biggest tests arrive. So even if your test, your challenge hasn't shown up, it's never too late or too early to build a strong mind. You see, ladies and gentlemen, keep learning. Okay? Keep preparing. Keep believing in yourself. And I know those things sound like words, and it's easier to say it than to do it. But we're being truthful here. And the next part's not easy. But I really want you to embrace this with your whole heart, mind, and body. Please, please, please continue building the habits that shape an extraordinary life. Because the strongest version of you is created one thought, one choice, and one day at a time. So let's enjoy our moments together. Let's be mindful of the time we have. We may not be able to get more time in life, but we can put more life in our time. And when we do that, our time will slow down and we'll appreciate what's going on. I know these just sound like words, but when you truly put this into your mind and you practice it, your world changes. Again, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Be sure to check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Take care and have a great rest of your day or evening.